Hi, dear students. Yesterday we have studied the definition of haloalkanes and haloarenes and the classification, nomenclature and nature of CX bond. So today in this class we are going to study about preparation of haloalkanes. Preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. From alcohols, I am writing the general formula of alcohols is ROH. As we know that the halogens are comes under the in group 17s and they are indicated by X, fluoride, chloride, bromide and iodide. The preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols in your syllabus they have mentioned using HCl, Zn, anhydrous zinc chloride and phosphorus trihalides. They have mentioned X equal to chloride and bromide, phosphorus pentachloride and thionyl chloride. With the general reactions and examples by taking R is equal to CH3 and C2H5. So the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols using HCl in anhydrous zinc chloride, phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus pentachloride and thionyl chloride with a general reaction and the examples by taking R is equal to CH3 and C2H5. So the first one is using HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. How we can prepare the haloalkanes? By treating alcohols. I am writing the first equation as a general equation. By treating alcohol with HCl in presence of zinc chloride. In presence of zinc chloride, so water molecule removes like this and I will get haloalkane or alkyl halide or Cl plus with a removal of water. Okay. So you should take examples in place of, or you should take CH3OH plus HCl in presence of zinc chloride. I will get CH3Cl and H2O. Like this way, ethyl alcohol. This is methyl alcohol. This is ethyl alcohol. C2H5OH plus HCl in presence of zinc chloride. C2H5 Cl plus H2O. This is a way we can prepare alkyl halides by using HCl and zinc chloride with the alcohols. So the second one is you have to work out the equations by taking R is equal to alkyl groups, methyl and ethyl groups. Using HCl and zinc chloride is over. Next, using phosphorus trihalide PX3. They have given X equal to chlorine and bromine. Phosphorus trihalides. ROH reacts with phosphorus trihalide. We will get one acid will release here H3PO3 phosphorus acid. H3PO3 is nothing but phosphorus acid. This is nothing but phosphorus acid. With see H, only one H is there. Here 3H. So you should take 3. So 3 moles of RX plus phosphorus acid. This is a phosphorus trihalides. So this is a general reaction. You should take again 3 moles of, in place of, or you have to take CH3, 3 moles of methyl alcohols plus phosphorus trihalide. I am taking here Cl3. You can take Br3. 3 moles of CH3Cl plus H3PO4. H3PO4 is nothing but phosphorus acid. Then you can take 3 moles of C2H5OH, ethyl alcohol plus phosphorus trichloride. You will get 3 moles of C2H5Cl plus H3PO4. This is a phosphorus acid. Okay, this is a way you can prepare alkyl halides by treating alcohol with phosphorus trihalides. You keep on practice the reactions, you will get the products. Next, using phosphorus pentachloride, haloalkanes can be prepared by using phosphorus pentachloride. ROH plus PCl5 gives rise to RCl plus HCl plus POCl3. See, HCl, phosphorus oxychloride. Phosphorus oxychloride. So in place of or you should take CH3OH, C2H5OH. So the final product is CH3Cl. This is phosphorus oxychloride. Phosphorus oxychloride. Phosphorus oxychloride, and this is C2H5Cl. Methyl chloride and ethyl chloride. Chloroethane, chloromethane. You should practice. Write down like this: PCl5 plus PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride plus HCl plus POCl3 plus HCl POCl3. If you know the general reaction neatly, you can write these examples easily, right? This is a using PCl5. Next, thionyl chloride is there, SOCl2. When alcohols are treated with thionyl chloride, we will get a pure haloalkanes. Thionyl chloride, SOCl2. When alcohols are treated with thionyl chloride, we will get a pure alkyl halides or haloalkanes. Why? Because here, whatever the halides will come in this method are pure alkyl halides, because with the removal of HCl and sulfur dioxide gas, both are gas, so you will get a pure haloalkanes by treating alcohols with thionyl chloride. Take an example of methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol. You will get SOCl2 gives rise to CH3Cl plus HCl plus SO2. Both are gases. So plus SOCl2 thionyl chloride C2H5Cl plus HCl plus SO2. This is a method where we can get the pure haloalkanes. This is about the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols using thionyl chloride. So this is the general reaction I am taking for all the equations by taking an example of R is equal to CH3 and R is equal to C2H5. So alkyl bromides can be prepared by treating an alcohol with sodium bromide plus concentrated H2SO4 or sulfuric acid, whatever it may be. Alcohols when treated with sodium bromide and concentrated H2SO4 gives rise to RBr. This is alkyl bromides, right? RBr plus NaHSO4 plus H2O plus H2O. NaHSO4 is nothing but sodium bisulfate. NaHSO4 is nothing but sodium bisulfate. This is about how we can prepare the alkyl bromides from alcohols. Then alkyl bromides and alkyl iodides can be prepared by treating an alcohol with red phosphorus in presence of X2. X2 means Br2 and I2 you should take. X equal to Br2 and I2. You will get alkyl halides, or X. If you take Br2 or Br, if you take I2 or I. So this is the methods of preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. Work out these reactions by taking an examples. Okay. As I told, chemistry is a volatile subject, right? Without practice, you will forget all the reactions. You keep on practicing. Okay. Next, this is about the preparation. Then another method of preparation is here halogen exchange method is there. Halogen exchange method. Here the name itself indicates halogens will exchange. Halogen exchange method. Halogen exchange method. So the name itself indicates here halogens will undergo changes. So this halogen exchange method is called as Finkelstein's reaction. Finkelstein's reaction. Finkelstein's reaction. See, Finkelstein's reaction is nothing but halogen exchange method. So here, alkyl halide treated with sodium iodide in presence of acetone. In presence of acetone, you will get Ri plus NaX. Okay. Alkyl halide treated with sodium iodide in presence of acetone, you will get alkyl iodides and sodium salts. This is about a Finkelstein's reaction. See here, alkyl halide in place of halide, iodide is present here. So NaI becomes NaX. Halogens are exchanged here. So halogen exchange method is nothing but Finkelstein's reaction. If I take R is equal to CH3 Cl plus NaI in presence of acetone, CH3I plus NaCl. See here, NaCl is nothing but sodium chloride. This is a salt. CH3I, iodomethane or methyl iodide. This is about a Finkelstein's reaction. This is a halogen exchange method. Keep it in your mind. This is a halogen exchange method. Next, see here, Finkelstein. What is Finkelstein reaction? Write a general reaction. Give an example means if you know the general reaction, you can write the statement and you can write the example also. That's why you should practice always the general reaction for each and every equations and every reactions. You have to practice general reactions. Okay. See here, Finkelsteins are nothing but, see here, alkyl iodides are conventionally prepared, right? Here alkyl iodides are conventionally prepared, or iodoalkanes are conveniently prepared by this method. Conveniently we are preparing iodoalkanes by this method. This is a Finkelstein reaction. Next, again, Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. This is not a halogen exchange method. Only the named reaction is Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. Here, see here, first I will explain the definition. Here, the alkyl halide reacts with metal fluorides. Alkyl halides reacts with metal fluorides, gives rise to a fluoroalkanes or F plus MX, metal salts we are going to get here. See here, Finkelstein reaction, iodoalkanes are conveniently prepared. Here, fluoroalkanes are conveniently prepared by Schwarz reaction. M is nothing but metal. They have given argentium, silver, Hg2F2, mercury fluoride, silver fluoride. Okay, if I take R is equal to CH3 and X is equal to chloride metal in place of silver fluoride, I will get CH3F plus AgCl, silver chloride, AgCl. This is a metal fluoride. So Schwarz reaction, in the Schwarz reaction, fluoroalkanes are conveniently prepared. In Finkelstein's reaction, iodoalkanes are conveniently prepared. This is about a Schwarz reaction. So this is about the preparation of haloalkanes by alcohols and some certain named reactions. So next about a physical properties of haloalkanes. Physical properties of haloalkanes. Physical properties. Enough. Haloalkanes are already is there, no? So physical properties. In your syllabus, they have given only 4 physical properties: melting point, boiling point, density, capital D I will write here, density and solubility. Okay, in your syllabus they have given mainly melting point, boiling point, density and solubility. Physical properties. See here one sentence is that alkyl halides are colorless when pure. Pure means when alkyl halides are pure, they are colorless. They are white in color. Colorless when pure. So, then lower forms of alkyl halides are gaseous in state. Lower forms means CH3, C2H5, halogens. Well, these are all halogens, right? So, lower forms of alkyl halides are gaseous in state. Gaseous in state, and higher forms are solids and liquids. So higher forms are nothing but solids and liquids. So I am coming to your syllabus. Melting point and boiling point. So melting point and boiling point of alkyl halide depend on the bond nature. Haloalkane, which bond is present? I told about nature of CX bond. CX bond is polarized because of X possesses partial negative charge. It is more electronegative than carbon, and carbon possesses partial positive charge. So depends on the bond nature. We learned that the bond nature of alkyl halides are polar. So the melting point increases when carbons are increases, when carbon atoms are increases. The melting point increases, when carbon atoms increases, the melting point also increases. For example, CH3, CH3, CH2Cl, CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. When carbon atoms increases, means here 2 carbons, here 3 carbons. For this compound, the melting point is more. Because carbon atom increases, the melting point also increases. Again, boiling point. Both melting point and boiling point depends on surface area and weak van der Waals force of attraction. Melting point and boiling point depends on surface area and weak van der Waals force. For example, a linear compound. For example, linear compound means a compound in a straight CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl. So this is a compound is in a linear compound. This is a compound in a straight chain. This is a linear compound, right? So linear compounds has maximum surface area and weak van der Waals and high in van der Waals force. Thence they have melting point and boiling point are more. Thence they have melting point and boiling points. Hence they have high melting point and boiling point. Linear compounds are melting point and boiling point too. They have high. If in branched compounds like this, branched means some other functional groups attached, CH3, CH, CH, C2H5, CH2, CH2Cl, CH3. This is a branched compound. It has a less surface area and less van der Waals force of attraction. Hence boiling and melting point decreases. Hence boiling and melting point decreases for the branched compounds. So the boiling point, I told, when electronegativity increases as we go down the group, right, from fluoride to iodide. So the bond length also increases from CF to Ci. So the melting point increases as the atomic mass also increases, right? Fluoride to iodide atomic mass also increases. As the atomic mass increases, so atomic mass increases, the melting and boiling point also increases. This is about melting and boiling point. Now the next one topic is density. You have come across density in physics also, right? So what is density? What is density? Density is a ratio of mass by volume. Density is ratio of mass by volume. Density, mass by volume. So here the density increases with the number of carbon atom. As the carbon atom increases, density also increases, as in the case of melting point. Density increases when the halogens increases. Halogen atoms increases, density also increases. Density increases when atomic mass increases. Atomic mass increases. Keep it in a mind that you should know all three topics about density. Carbon atom increases, density increases. Halogen atom increases, the density increases. And as the atomic mass increases, the density also increases. So, if they have given, arrange the compounds according to a density. If they have given like that, if they give compounds, see in your textbook only I will take the example. C3H7Cl, C3H7Cl, C3H7Br, C3H7I. Okay, this is N they have given. N is nothing but N-propyl. See, carbon atoms are 3. In all the 3 compounds, carbon atoms are same. This is not linked to carbon atoms. Here, halogens. See, halogens are there. This is not linked with halogens because all compounds contains halogens. Atomic mass. This is regards to atomic mass because halogens are there but different halogens are there, not same halogens. Chloride, bromide and iodide. As we move down the group, the atomic mass increases. For which atomic mass which halogen atomic mass is more? Iodine. So iodine has a more atomic mass, so that the density is, they have given 1.747. For this bromide, right, next 1.335, then 0.89. If they will merge these values, you should If you know the topic neatly, you can arrange the numbers of density. Okay. Then I will take another example of number of halogens. Okay, I will take on the basis of number of halogens. Number of halogens: CH2Cl2, CHCl3, CCl4. See, all the compounds having same number of carbon atom. This is not regards to carbon atom. Halogens. See, halogens are increases 2, 3, 4. So this is about the halogens. So when the halogens increases, the density increases. Means, see, this is a carbon tetrachloride. This is chloroform. This is dichloromethane. CCl4. 4 chlorides are there. So for this, density is more. The value is 1.595. Chloroform 1.489. For dichloromethane 1.336. This is about a density. Okay. Keep it in mind, these three topics in about density. Next, the last topic of today's class is solubility. 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 Solubility means, as I told, solubility. The universal solvent is water. So here you can write only one sentence. The haloalkanes are slightly soluble in water. Haloalkanes are slightly soluble in water. That's it. The physical properties of haloalkanes: melting point, boiling point, density and solubility. This is about the today's class. Next class I will continue from here. Okay. Thank you. See, again I am telling, the chemistry subject is a volatile subject. You have to practice each and every general reaction with an example in your chemistry notes. Okay. Thank you.